Well, hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, and today we're doing a Madden 21 simulation because now Carson Wentz is officially an Indianapolis Colt. He comes in at a 72 overall and is a star development as well. He reunites with Frank Reich, his former offensive coordinator in Philadelphia in 2017 when he had his best season of his career, and it ended up short because he tore his ACL, and Eagles wind up winning the Super Bowl with Nick Foles, and he hasn't been the same since. So with that being said, we're going to do a little simulation in today's video, see how well he does with the Colts in his first two seasons, see if he can take them all the way to the Super Bowl or not. If you guys want to see more of these videos on the channel, leave a like and subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it, and let's get started on today's video. So there you go, there's Carson Wentz. He's a 72 overall and he's only 27 years old, so he's definitely going to progress. There are his attributes right there, his core attributes. You can take a look at those and his secondary ones as well. So with that being said, we're going to see how well Carson Wentz can do with the Colts. Now, he's got a great team around him, alright? He has lots of stars, star developments, superstar with Quentin Nelson as well. His receivers are okay, not the greatest, but he does have Marlon Mack and Jonathan Taylor. I'm actually going to start Jonathan Taylor because he is a rookie and he's an 81 overall, so he's going to progress even more. And defensively, here we go. Look, would you take a look at this? They got great defensive stars. You know, there's some old vets like Justin Houston, and then these guys aren't the greatest, but Darius Leonard, a key playmaker on this defense. He's surrounded with great talent here in the Colts, and maybe a change of scenery will help him, you know, figure his game out and start catching wins with the Colts. We're about to find out. We're going to sim midway through the season, see how well his stats are, and I'll catch you guys when I see those stats. FYI guys, if you did not know, I do have a Carson Wentz franchise series on the channel with the Colts. I predicted he will get traded to the Colts, and now it's a reality, so I would say I'm a genius, but you know. Here we go. The Colts right now are 4-3, as we saw right there, a little sneak peek. But let's see how Carson Wentz is doing, all right? He has 21 touchdowns, 3 INTs. That is amazing, all right? 1,900 yards midway through the season. That is one of the best touchdown-interception ratios I think I've ever had in a Madden simulation this year. Like, that's amazing. 68 completion percentage. Let's see what overall he is midway through the season. So he went up 2 overall to a 74 overall. So this team has brought his overall up 2 overalls from the start of the season. That's some pretty good stuff. They are 4-3. They are third in the division though, because we have a tough division here in the AFC. So there is that. Offensively, we are 18th, and defensively, we are 23rd. So the team isn't that great according to the simulation, but let's take a look at the other players as well. Jonathan Taylor's been balling, 4 touchdowns, 400 yards. Let's see what he's looking at. He's an 83. He went up 2 overall as well. Jonathan Taylor is balling. Receiving wise, Zach Pascal is the leading receiver for the Colts, and T.Y. Hilton is in second. And Zach Pascal has 11 touchdowns. So that looks like to be Carson Wentz's favorite receiver here in Indianapolis. Now, they are 4-3. The Texans are surprisingly 6-1, but that's probably because of Deshaun Watson right now. But let's see if we can finish out the season and get into the playoffs. Hopefully we do. If not, we're going to do another season and see how well Carson Wentz does. I'll catch you guys when I am done simulating this regular season. So it seems to be we made the playoffs at 10-6. We're in the wild card round against the Jacksonville Jaguars, who surprisingly made the playoffs in this simulation. Let's take a look at the playoff bracket real quick. So we are the 3 seed here in the AFC, so kudos to Carson Wentz. He got the job done, you know, getting the 3 seed here in the AFC. The Broncos are surprisingly the 1 seed, and the Browns are the 2 seed, and the list goes on and on. You can see the seeds for the AFC conference and the NFC conference. Now let's take a look at Carson Wentz's final season stats here in this video. Man, oh man, Carson Wentz, he was second in the league with 38 touchdown passes, 11 INTs, got 4,000 yards passing, 66 completion percentage. So he did throw 8 picks in the second half of the season. That's, you know, it happens, but he finished the league second in touchdown passes. Now that is pretty good stuff right there by Carson Wentz. Now rushing wise, Jonathan Taylor didn't get 1,000 yards, but he did get 10 touchdowns. Now Jonathan Taylor is an 84 overall, so he started out as an 81, finished the season as an 84. I did not check what Carson Wentz's overall was. I will get to that. Zach Pascal, 15 touchdowns. Great job by him. Let's see what overall he is, just because 79 overall, not bad at all. Now we're going to go back to Carson Wentz, see what overall he is. He did start out as a 72, finished as a 76 at the end of the regular season with the Colts. Good stuff by Carson. He's still a star development right there, and just want to see if he can take the Colts further than the wild card round. We're about to find out. There you go. We finished number 1 in the division at 10-6. We were third place midway through the year in the AFC South. Now with that being said, let's see if we can beat the Jaguars here in the wild card round, and we lost by a score 24-21. So Carson Wentz was able to take the Colts to the wild card round, and he did lose in the first round. Unfortunate for him and the Colts, but that's why we're going to do another season here. So I'll catch you guys once I'm ready to sim to the next season. Alright, we're here at the start of the second regular season for Carson Wentz and the Colts. They did sign some free agents. They brought in Will Fuller. They also brought in Antonio Brown after his Super Bowl season with the Bucs. Zach Pascal re-signed him. And Michael Pittman Jr. and Paris Campbell are coming back. Robert Tonyan, they also signed out of free agency, so they also acquired him. Defensively now, they didn't make much moves, I don't think. They did go out in free agency and sign Trey Hendrickson at an 82 overall. But they do need a middle linebacker, and they got Bobby now in an 81 overall. So good job for Bobby Okere. DeForest Buckner at the defensive tackle spot, but they built an offense, a solid offense around Carson Wentz. Once again, going to keep Jonathan Taylor as a starting back. Marlon Mack can work his way up. But there you go. Carson Wentz is at a 75 overall. We're going to sim midway through the season, see how well he does, and see if he could bring them to the playoffs. Well, so far the Colts are 1-6 in Carson Wentz's second season with the team. Did not expect that at all. Stats-wise, Carson Wentz only has 10 touchdowns and 7 interceptions this time around. I don't know what happened. Major downgrade this season. He was doing very well in his first season with the Colts, I'll say that. And let's see, he is a 76 overall. Did not change. Receiving wise, Zach Pascal's still the leading receiver on the team at a 79 overall. Will Fuller only has 1 touchdown at an 88 overall. Antonio Brown has 2. He's an 81 overall. And then rushing, I believe Jonathan Taylor is our leading rusher, and he is with 5 touchdowns. He's been balling, but the Colts are 1-6 right now, so I just don't know what's happening here in Indianapolis. We're going to give Marlon Mack the running back 1 spot, see if it changes. He is a higher overall, barely, but he is, so we're going to give him the spot. Make sure it's the best lineup possible for Carson Wentz to win with, and see if he can win out, because right now they're 1-6. I don't know if they're gonna make the playoffs, so we're about to find out, and I'll catch you guys when the simulation's over. Well, according to Madden, Carson Wentz does not make the playoffs in his second season with the Colts. It's very unfortunate for him. The Colts wind up finishing 5-11 on the season. Let's take a look at the final season stats for Carson Wentz. This time around, threw 27 touchdowns, 14 interceptions, almost got 4,000 yards passing, had a 64 completion percentage, and he finished out the season as a 76 overall. So he didn't really, upgrade from the start of the season. I believe he was 75, so he wound up finishing 1 overall higher at a 76. Did not do that great. Couldn't get the Colts to the playoffs second time around with the squad. Rushing wise, Naheem Hines was the leading rusher, surprisingly. Receiving wise, Zach Pascal was the leading receiver, got over 1,000 yards. Robert Tonyan balled out with 7 touchdowns in his first season with the Colts. And Will Fuller didn't even get 1,000 yards. They only had 2 touchdowns. Antonio Brown had 4 touchdowns. But other than that, like, how was Carson Wentz? So the offense was 19th, right? And defensively, the Colts were 26th. So they just really didn't have too great of a season his second time around. So there you have it. There is the Madden 21 simulation. Carson Wentz does not go to the Super Bowl with the Colts in his first 2 seasons. He finishes out as a 76 overall. In the start of the simulation, he was a 72 overall. So tell me, guys, thoughts and opinions about Carson Wentz. And do you think, you know, this is a good trade for the Colts? I believe they stole him. The Eagles practically gave him away for a 3rd round pick. And they got a 3rd round pick and a conditional 2nd round pick that possibly might be a 1st round pick if Carson Wentz plays 75% of the snaps next season. So tell me, guys, thoughts about the trade, and hopefully you guys did enjoy this Madden 21 simulation. I know I did. If you guys will see more, drop a like, subscribe to the channel if new. I would really appreciate it. And I also do have a Carson Wentz franchise series. I started around like a month and a half ago, and I had him being traded to the Colts because I knew he would get traded to somewhere, and it actually turned out to be reality with the Colts. So, man, oh man, it's now official. Carson Wentz is a Colt. So I'll catch you guys later. Rock Soldier 72 signing off.